Imagine this, you're a quiet guy, fresh out of the military grind, finally settling into what should be your slice of American dream. A cozy lakeside home where your kids can splash and fish without a care. Then bam, the HOA vultures descend, slapping you with fines thicker than a phone book. All because your humble little dock violates community harmony. But oh, the sweet, savage irony. They had no clue that beneath those rippling waves, I held the deed to the water rights under every single one of their precious McMansions, turning their power trip into a total wipeout. My name's Alex Rivera, 48, ex-Army logistics specialist, dad to twins Mia and Lucas, and the kind of homeowner who minds his own damn business. After 22 years dodging IEDs and supply chain nightmares in dusty hellholes, I cashed in my pension for this spot on Willow Creek Lake. The house? Meh. A fixer-upper with creaky floors and a kitchen straight out of the 80s. But the land, man, that was gold. A gentle curve of shoreline begging for a dock. Nothing flashy, just pressure-treated pine, some rope railings, and enough space for lawn chairs and fishing rods. I built it weekends with the kids, Mia hammering like she was born for it, Lucas dropping screws and cracking jokes. First sunset we watched from it, Mia leaned her head on my shoulder and said, "This feels like forever, Dad." Yeah, it did. Until the first letter showed up. Tucked in my mailbox like a venomous snake. Crisp envelope from the Willow Creek HOA Compliance Committee. Violation notice. Unauthorized waterfront encroachment. They claimed my dock jutted 2 feet into common lake property. Fined me $750 and threatened demolition if I didn't rip it out. I chuckled at first, had to be a mix-up. My deed showed the shoreline crystal clear as mine. I even pulled up the county records online. Cross-referenced the plat map. Nope, all good. So I strolled into the next board meeting. Notice in pocket, figuring a quick chat would sort it. The community center smelled like stale donuts and desperation. Folding chairs in rows. A dozen neighbors fidgeting like they were in detention. At the head table sat the triumvirate of terror. Evelyn Hargrove, president, a retired realtor with helmet hair and a smile like a shark in lipstick. Marcus Feldman, treasurer, a bean counter type with wire-rim glasses and a perpetual squint. And Rita Voss, the enforcement liaison, code for neighborhood busybody with a power complex. Evelyn tapped her gavel lightly, eyes locking on me like I was public enemy number 1. Mr. Rivera, we've reviewed your structure. While your deed grants access, all lakefront modifications fall under HOA oversight for safety and aesthetics. Your dock? Non-compliant. I stayed cool, unfolding my plat map. With respect, ma'am, this shows the boundary right here. It's on my land. Rita leaned in, her voice dripping honeyed venom. Safety's not up for debate. Alex. Think of the children, slippery when wet. Potential lawsuits. We're protecting the community. Marcus nodded sagely. And property values. A rogue dock like yours could tank resale by 5%. Neighbors murmured, a few glancing away guiltily. One guy in the back whispered to his wife, "Better not mention our swing set." The gavel came down. Remove it in 14 days, or fines double. I walked out fuming but silent. Mia and Lucas waited on the porch. "Did you win, Dad?" Lucas asked. I forced a grin. "Not yet, but we're not losing." Whispers started the next day. Evelyn's minivan cruised by slow, her snapping pics like a paparazzo. Rita walked her yappy terrier extra laps, clipboard out, noting visual obstruction from my dock. Fines piled up, $1,200 for environmental risk, another $900 for unapproved lumber. By week's end, they said I owed $3,800. The neighborhood app blew up, Evelyn's allies posting, selfish homeowners endangering our kids with illegal builds. Standards matter. I bit my tongue, watching. Lucas caught me staring at the lake one night. Why do they hate our dock? Dad, we didn't hurt anyone. I ruffled his hair. Power makes people forget fairness. Kid. But we'll remind him. The board wasn't some benevolent watchdog. It was a petty fiefdom, 3 control freaks lording over flower beds and fence heights like mini-dictators. Evelyn, with her community-first speeches, had turned the HOA into her personal ego trip, fining folks for grass an inch too tall while her own yard sported fake flamingos. Marcus hoarded the books like a dragon on gold, justifying fee hikes with vague maintenance needs. Rita, she was the muscle, patrolling in her golf cart, dishing violations like candy at Halloween. My doc poked their bubble, proof someone could live without their stamp of approval. The real clash hit at the quarterly assembly. Room packed tighter than a Black Friday sale, air thick with burnt coffee and tension. I came prepared, deed copies in a folder. Evelyn started smooth. Let's discuss the Rivera issue. His unauthorized dock poses clear risks, tripping hazards, wildlife disruption. She paused for effect, like a bad actress. I stood. Risks, the sturdy, inspected by me. And per the deed, Marcus cut in, smirking. Deeds are one thing, bylaws another. We're generous. Dismantle it, pay half the fines, $2,000. Gasped. A neighbor muttered, that's insane. Rita chimed, it's for the greater good. Imagine if everyone built willy-nilly. Chaos. I held firm. County Plat says otherwise. Evelyn's eyes narrowed. Plats are tricky, dear. Leave it to experts. Translation. Shut up and obey. That night, more notices, aesthetic violation, potential boating interference. The app turned nasty. Anonymous posts calling me, the dock delinquent lowering our values. Mia teared up over dinner. Are we bad people? Dad. I hugged her. No, sweetie. They're just scared of losing control. Inside, I seethed. But I didn't lash out. I observed, planned. HOAs thrive on ignorance, betting you won't dig deeper. Me, I started excavating. Nights blurred into research marathons. Coffee black as tar, laptop glowing, stacks of printouts. I wasn't hunting loopholes. I wanted the kill shot. Dad's old advice echoed. Truth hides in the fine print. Son, I phoned Aunt Carla, keeper of family lore. Got Grandpa's old papers? A dusty box arrived days later, smelling of mothballs and history. Wore ribbons, yellowed letters, and a folder labeled Willow Creek Parcel. Heart pounding, I unfolded a 1958 survey. Ink faded but clear. Riparian rights conveyed with Lot 27. Lot 27? Mine. Not just shoreline, subsurface water rights, docking privileges, untouched by later sales. The HOA's charter? Post-1970s fluff. I had antiquity on my side. But papers weren't enough. Memories fueled the fire. Tucked in was a sepia photo, Grandpa, sleeves up, grinning beside a rickety dock on this very spot. He'd fished here pre-HOA, before Evelyn's crowd invented common property. Mia peeked in. Who's the old guy? Your great-grandpa. Built a dock way back. Means ours is legacy. Her face lit. So it's forever ours? I nodded. Damn right. Drove to the county clerk next. Emerging with a ream of deeds. Transfers all echoing those rights. No HOA carve-outs. Sitting in my truck. Flipping pages under sodium lights. It hit. They thought fines would fold me. But I had an unbreakable chain. Told the kids over pancakes. Our dock's got roots deeper than the lake. Law's on our side. Lucas fist-pumped. Take that. Mean lady, Mia whispered. Be smart. Dad. Smart I was. The board wouldn't yield to waves of paper. They'd escalate. But now, leverage. This wasn't just wood. It was heritage. From Grandpa's hammer to my kids' giggles. And it'd crack their throne. I figured my dock beef was solo, me versus the petty tyrants. Wrong. Whispers evolved to confessions. Old mister. Jenkins sidled up during a dog walk. They dinged me $300 for my bird feeder. Attracts pests. Eyes darting like Rita might pop from bushes. Then the Parkers. Kids' lemonade stand fined $150 for unauthorized vending. Mrs. Parker hissed. Since when's entrepreneurship a crime? Widow Hayes confided over fence. Foreclosure threat, 'cause my shutters faded. I'm on fixed income, tears welled. The board wasn't upholding order. They were crushing spirits. Money trail sealed it. Neighbor Kwan, an auditor, invited me over. Spreadsheets everywhere. Fees up 18% last year for lake care. But look at the weeds. He'd crunched. $180,000 collected in 4 years. Zilch on actual work. Payments to Voss Lake Pros, Rita's brother's firm. Nepotism jackpot, Kwan growled. Every fine, every hike, lined pockets. My dock, symbol of defiance they couldn't tolerate. Dug into law, riparian rights old as rivers, granting water-adjacent owners build/use access unless deeded away. Mine intact. Easements, HOA bluffs unless explicit. Puzzle snapped. Not safety, but supremacy over lake cash cow. Late night, dock sprawled. I saw it, their empire built on sand. Mine on bedrock. Fines snowballed. $8,500 now. With foreclosure imminent threats. App exploded. Rivera's ego threatens us all. I stayed mum. Gathering allies quietly. Jenkins, count me in. Parker, we've got your back. Whispers turn network. Rita's golf cart patrols amped. Her snapping evidence picks. One day, she cornered me. Alex, why fight? Just comply. It's neighborly. I smiled thinly. Neighborly like fining widows? Her face twitched. Evelyn emailed. Special hearing to resolve your delinquency. Game on. Allies grew. Kwan leaked budget anomalies. Hayes shared her notice. We met in basements. Plotting. They bet on silence, I said. We break it with facts. Marcus mailed a final warning. $12,000 or lien. Kids noticed my stress. Lucas, you okay? Dad, better than ever. Champ. Truth's our weapon. Board pushed absurdity. Fine for dock shadow affecting aquatic life. Laughable, but rage-inducing. Rita at my door. Sign this waiver. End the nonsense. Nonsense like your brother's fake contracts? Her eyes bulged. Seeds planted. Tension peaked. Anonymous flyers in mailboxes. Rivera? Lake hog or victim? Board panicked. Calling emergency session. Evelyn, disinformation campaign, but doubt spread. Neighbors skipped fines, questioned fees. My binder swelled. Deeds, photos, budgets. Kids drew, save our doc signs. Mia, we're with you. The noose tightened on them. Not me. The special hearing packed the center like a rock concert. Standing room only, signs waving, phones recording. Evelyn rose, tie straight, voice oily. We address Mr. Rivera's defiance, endangering our serene community. Marcus, his doc, hazard to kids, boats, values. Rita, liability nightmare, murmurs. Evelyn, not stubbornness, preserving Willow Creek's soul. I stood, binder thumping table. You fined, threatened, smeared. Now, truth time. Unrolled 1958 survey. Lot 27. Riparian rights retained. Pre-HOA law. Gasps. Evelyn stammered. Outdated. Doors banged. County inspector entered. Badge shining. Scan doc. Valid. HOA no jurisdiction over this parcel or subsurface waters. Thunderous silence. Then cheers. Evelyn paled. Rita fidgeted. Didn't stop. Projected budgets. $180,000 maintenance. Zero work. All to Voss Lake pros. Rita's kin. Outrage roared. Thieves. Quan yelled. Rita shrieked. Slander. Marcus. Miscontextualized. Evelyn. You don't grasp management burdens. Voice cracking into hysteria. Kids laughed nervously. Inspector. Enough. Cops entered, seizing records for fraud probe. Board crumpled. Evelyn sagged. Marcus buried face. Rita bolted. Cheers erupted. Hugs. Tears. Justice stormed in. Their masks shattered. 2 days post-meltdown. Evelyn's resignation email. 4-piece. I stepped down. Sterile as bleach. But defeat reeked. Neighbors toasted with printed copies. She just quits. Hayes laughed. Audit hit. $220,000 siphoned. Fake jobs. Inflated bids. Refunds rolled. $1,400 for Parker's. $2,100 for Quan. Groceries for months. Jenkins beamed. Liens lifted. Fines voided. Mailboxes brought joy, not dread. Next meeting, fury unleashed. Where's Rita's apology? Parker slammed. Board remnants fled under question barrage. Empire dust. Tucked kids in. Doc safe? Lucas asked. Forever, I said. They beamed. Outside, Doc gleamed under stars. Not just wood, but rebellion monument. Election pact. New president. Sarah Klein, former whisperer, won huge. Transparency now. Finances online. Bids competitive. Neighborhood thawed. Meetings lively. Rules fair. Formed Lake Rights Alliance. Workshops on deeds. Rights. Shared my docs. Calls flooded. Help my fence fight. Movement born. Doc became icon. Families photo-opt. Kids bragged. The doc that won. News feature. Rivera's Rebellion. Meaning? Lesson in grit. Final touch. Community plant day. Flowers by Doc. Shovels. Laughs. Healing. Battlefield to bloom. They aim to sink me, drown themselves. HOA craved control, but one guy's patience toppled it. Resistance, standing firm with facts. Proved truth trumps tyranny. Victory sparked more. Launched Creek Justice Fund. Aid for HOA victims. Cases rolled. Texas pond save. Ohio boathouse win. Donations poured. My fight, national ripple. Battles shift. Call from nearby. Developer eyeing wetlands. Old deed blocking. Fund dove in. Bigger storm brewing. So, was the HOA the real hazard? Or just overzealous guardians? You tell me, did they deserve the fall? Or was I the villain for fighting back?